In this video, we will explore the usage of form data through web services in Avo Assure. Let's begin with it. Create a folder, name it as Manage Address. Now within this folder, create a repository for application type web service and name the repository as Add Address. Once after creating folder and repository, before beginning with form data, let's quickly navigate to Avo Link eCommerce API. As a prerequisite, make sure to authorize the API by providing the access token. Access token is available once after performing the login part. Now, within this address section, we have this post endpoint which helps to add the address. Now, we have an option where we can choose multipart or form data in order to directly upload the file. Once I click on try it out, we will get an option to choose the file. So this form data helps to upload files directly through API request and validate the response. Now once after uploading the file, I'll click on execute and it will add the address which is present in the file. Now let's perform this in Avo Assure. Before that, as a prerequisite, make sure to copy the endpoint URL and also copy the API URL. Once after copying this, navigate to Avo Assure. Here, select the method as post, provide the API URL. Along with that, make sure to provide the endpoint. Now, here, since we are performing form data, I'll also provide the header, which is multipart or form data. Now moving on to body, we have something called form data. Select the form data and here provide the key as file. Whatever is defined within the API, we need to make sure to provide the same. Here it is defined as file, so we are providing the same name within the key value. Once after providing the key name, select the type as file and here we need to provide the path of the file. I'll navigate to the source file. I'll copy the path. Once after copying the path, I'll navigate back to Avo Assure. Here, I'll paste the path. Make sure to remove these double quotes and then once after this, navigate to authorization. Select the auth type as bearer token and provide the access token here. Once after finally providing all the required values, click on save. Now that we have added the address, validating, I'll create one more repository to fetch the address. Now here, I will again copy the endpoint to fetch the address. Here I'll select the method as get. I'll paste the API URL along with the endpoint. Now, since it is a get method, I'll directly proceed with authorization. I'll provide the bearer token and I'll click on save. Now finally, I'll navigate to test case. Here, I'll create a main folder. I'll name the folder as Manage Address. Within this, I'll create the test case. I will name it as Address Validation. Now, I'll create the test step group for application type web services. Now here I will drag and drop the repository and here we can see what are the actions I have performed in element repository has been reflected in test step group. Similarly, I'll create one more test step group. I will name it as fetch address. I'll select the application type as web service. I will again drag and drop the element repository. Now I'll click on save button. Now that I have provided the tag value here by uploading the path of the file. Once after executing, I will add one more step in order to fetch the body and here I will store it in a variable and then I will display the value present within this variable. I'll now quickly save this. Before proceeding with execution, so this is the address type, which is billing, and these are the details which I'm adding as part of my form data. So whatever the value present within this file will be added as an address with API. Now I will close this. I'll quickly navigate to Avo Assure and I will click on debug. I will select test step groups and I will click on debug. Now the debug is currently going on and we can see. I will navigate to client. Here we can see the response is 201, which says that it has successfully added the address which was present in the JSON file. And also here we can see we have two addresses. This is the first address, and then here we can see this is the second address which has been added, was present in the file. So this way we can make use of form data and we can directly upload the file, and form data will help us to send the request and then we can also validate it.